We're just outside San Fransokyo here at Disney's California Adventure. They're in the process of beginning their phased opening. The site formerly known as the Pacific Wharf is now San Fransokyo, and there's going to be a whole lot of new food here to enjoy, along with baymax and a fancy new bridge that's right behind me. That phased opening starts today at Lucky Fortune Cookery. We're going to be sampling all of their new food and drinks. I've always loved coming back here to the Pacific Wharf to check out all the different kinds of foods they have. I love it all. The bakery tour, Ghirardelli's, Pacific Wharf, Cocina Cucamonga, Lucky Fortune Cookery, they've all been great. And it is my expectation that when we get to this place being fully open, it's going to be even better. The new food that we've seen previewed in the foodie guide looks pretty great. And today is the first day we're gonna get to try those at the Lucky Fortune Cookery. I'm feeling an immense amount of pressure right now because there is so much food to eat. There is so much food. Grand total, we ordered everything. I'm just gonna say that up front. We're at Lucky Fortune Cookery, first day for Lucky Fortune with the new San Fransokyo menu. We ordered the lot. We took the lot and it was about $85 worth of food that we're looking at here, but I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to begin. I think I'm gonna try the ramen, which weighs about 4 pounds. This alone is a full-on meal. It's the beef birria ramen with consomme served with house-made birria, soft-boiled egg, Monterey Jack, cilantro, roasted corn, onions, and radish. I like the sound of a lot of those words. They have been getting into the beef birria thing quite a bit lately. We've got the sandwich, there was a birria meal. Oh no, it's over at Cocina. Jolly Holiday has one as well, and now we've got ramen at the Lucky Fortune Cookery. Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh my God.
Hey, wait, look right there, son.
Oh my God, it's the ninja in action.
There, you did it. You're on camera now. It's been how many years?
I know, right?
They know what he looks like. He is a real human.
Bye, guys.
I don't know where to begin, so I guess I'm gonna start with the birria, because that's the main. Tender and not too chewy. Very salty. It's spicy, it's hot, but it's not overpowering, and it kind of takes a second for it to kick in. That's pretty enjoyable. I forgot how much I like their birria. It's been a while since I've had any. Try some of those ramen noodles. That is not bad. Not bad at all. You gotta mix things in a little bit. We'll try the corn with the birria. It's actually more spicy than I was giving her credit for initially, as I've been working on this for a minute. It does linger because everything, it's all, the whole bowl, the whole ramen bowl is seeped in that sauce, the broth, which is a very spicy broth. So it gets into everything, including this egg right here. Oh, it's yolky. Look at that. But really the star is the birria. It's just like the birria you would get at Cocina, just in a different, vessel, as it were. I'm gonna check that. I think the best part is now the ramen noodles itself. I mean, they're nothing special. They're just standard ramen noodles, but them being soaked in that broth, the spicy birria broth, it's fantastic. That's really good. I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10, I think. Really, really enjoyed that. We got a lot to try though, so we need to move on to the next dish, and I think that's gonna be the kaarage-inspired crispy chicken sandwich with slaw and togarashi mayonnaise on a potato bun served with garlic chips. It's a big cut of chicken that's on there. The sauce on there looks kind of intimidating for me. I've never really experienced anything like that. Love slaw on a sandwich. I love slaw on any kind of sandwich, so we'll see how this works here. Oh, yeah, there is a definite mayo note to that sauce. That's pretty good. Wow. I'm not exactly positive of what kaarage means in terms of how it's prepared, but it tastes like a fried chicken, cutlet kind of thing. how it's different from a regular, it's hard to say for me. That's kind of irrelevant because, again, in a lot of cases with these types of sandwiches, it's about the sauce and it's about the slaw. And both of those are very, very good. Here's that's a healthy cut of chicken on there, on that cross section. Very healthy, but the slaw and the sauce, outstanding. Let's try one of those garlic chips. Well, it looks light and airy. It is light and airy, but it's deceiving in terms of the expectation of how much flavor you're gonna get in there. But there's a lot of flavor in that. That's really good. You can taste the garlic. Excellent. It's a great texture break from the sandwich. Although the chicken cut is also a little crispy. I'd rather have that than a regular potato chip. That's for sure. Okay, so that was probably better than the ramen. I'm gonna give the kaarage chicken sandwich a 9 out of 10. Delicious. The chips were great too. I need to wash that down though. We got our first drink of, there's so much. This is the lychee tea, which is Gold Peak unsweetened black tea and premium lychee syrup with lychee coconut jelly, non-alcoholic. I don't like that. I don't like that very much at all. It's conflicting notes, conflicting flavors. You expect one kind of flavor with the tea, the Gold Peak tea. But then it gets into almost a minty. Is lychee minty? I don't know. There's like a minty note in there. I don't know if it's exactly that, if it's exactly minty, but this is not my favorite drink. Luckily, we have more to back this up. Well, let's get into the next one. I want to try the strawberry lychee cocktail. Vodka, lychee liqueur, premium strawberry syrup, and fresh lemon juice with a sliced strawberry garnish. It's pretty good. It's not as, it's sweet, but again, I think maybe I just don't like lychee. Because again, I'm getting conflicting notes there. The strawberry is hitting. The vodka and the lychee liqueur, it's okay. But I have a feeling this just isn't my kind of drink. Luckily, we got one more to go, but we got more food to try first before we get there. Let's get into the yaki udon with kaarage-inspired chicken with mushrooms, sugar snap peas, roasted red peppers, bok choy, and dark soy and hoisin sauce. Not mentioned, but provided is ginger. Now, I'm one of those types that likes to eat the ginger first to clear the palate. I'm not sure if that's what you're supposed to do or not, but that's what I do. I eat the ginger first, always. Big chunks of fried chicken in there. Every one of these things that we've had so far is definitely a full meal in itself. By itself, it's actually kind of bland. Just without having the benefit of being inside of a burger, well, inside of a sandwich with the togarashi mayo that was in the sandwich. By itself, it's just a little kind of plain chicken. Let's get down there into the base and see if that improves things a little bit. Not that, by the way, the chicken isn't bad per se. It's just, it isn't anything that it's not memorable. We're gonna get into some of that mushrooms and onions. That's really good. I'm gonna try just the mushroom. Warm, flavorful. That's good. I'm a bit of a late bloomer on bok choy. It's taken me a long while to appreciate bok choy. Lots of flavor in there. That was fantastic. Lots of flavor, kind of buttery. We've got some of those udon noodles. There we go. Those are definitely prepared in their own sauce, or I don't want to say broth because it's not a broth. The udon noodle isn't a brothy meal, but whatever they soak these in, it's probably what did I say? It was the hoisin. That's what it is. I'm tasting the hoisin sauce and and dark soy. Wow, it's coming through. It's coming through on those noodles. Not on the chicken. The chicken is very plain. There's actually very little seasoning on there at all. But the udon noodles and the bok choy, now you're talking. All right, let's get into that last drink. Thai tea with sea salt cream and brown sugar boba. Once again, I like the sound of all those words, and it looks delicious. The foam is kind of melted. It's been here for a little while, but whatever. That's interesting. Very creamy. You can kind of taste the sea salt. I'm not getting the brown sugar though. I'm going to stir this up a little bit. See if I can't get those flavors mixed together. It's still a very good tasting drink. Definitely better than the other two. But I think I like a creamier drink in these cases than a non one. That ain't bad. That's not bad at all. By the way, I didn't rate the udon. So there's two parts to this udon meal, as I mentioned. There's the chicken and there's the actual udon dish. The noodles and all the mushrooms and the bok choy, 9 out of 10. That was great. The chicken is just kind of average. It's just there as a it's a whole separate thing actually. And like I said, it's kind of unimpressive, uninspired, bland. 6 out of 10 on the chicken. And that leaves us with just one more item, and that's the baymax macaron filled with chocolate hazelnut spread and buttercream. When they say chocolate hazelnut, what they're really saying is Nutella. We have Sophia with us. So I don't get to show you the whole thing because she's already smashed this thing a little bit, but you got a picture of what it used to look like. Wow. I'm becoming a fast fan of macarons. It's a texture thing for me. Creamy on the inside, crunchy on the outside. It's like what an Oreo wishes it could be. Not a big fan of Nutella, but it tastes fine here. Some people, if you love Nutella, you're gonna love this. I like the buttercream myself. This is outstanding. 10 out of 10.
This is very good. I like this a lot. I love the spicy bowl, but I can't do it.
That's my out-of-frame wife. Oh, she's in frame right now. Her hat. Hey, there she is.
Everything's actually very, very good so far. I'm not gonna lie. Everything's very tasty.
She's been sneaking tastes as I go through this. She'll like grab a dish on the sly, and she just got a taste of that bok choy.
I just posted it on Instagram.
So that's everything. That's everything new here at the Lucky Fortune Cookery. The yaki udon noodles are the best thing. Although the sandwich was great as well. I'd probably put that second. And then, I mean, even though the ramen was good, it's a third place finish for me. And of course, the baymax macaron, fantastic. These chips are good too. Man, good job. Good job, Lucky Fortune Cookery. And that'll be my out-of-frame daughter. Cheers for respect. Now, so far, Lucky Fortune Cookery is the only site that has, have its new menu revealed. This time next week, Cocina Cucamonga will have its new menu. Only going to get one new item there, one new menu item, plus one new drink. July 26th, new menu item at Cocina. Also on July 26th, Rita's Baja Blenders will reopen with its new menu. I use that term reopen loosely because it'll turn from Rita's Baja Blenders into Rita's Turbine Blenders. Still serving margaritas, although with a different twist, I believe. Look for that on July 26th. And then lastly, the Pacific Cafe Bakery. That's not going to open with its new menu until August 31st, until the entire land is open. That's on August 31st. They're going to get a bunch of new items there, and we'll be here to try that for sure. You can count on that. Today is just July 19th. The whole place will not be open completely until August 31st. That's more than a month from now still. Time enough for them to finish things off. Besides food, they've got the Baymax meet and greet, which is happening just on the other side of those construction walls right there, underneath that red canopy. Newly installed, by the way. You're going to be able to meet Baymax and Hero. You're also going to have a Baymax or a Big Hero 6 gift shop next door. And then, obviously, there's the big, impressive new bridge that they're installing out here leading into San Fransokyo. We're still waiting for that to be finished. I do expect that to be done, obviously, by August 31st as well. By the way, you may have heard me remark in our last construction update that they had taken down the Lucky Fortune Cookery sign. It's back, or at least part of it is. The dragon's back and the word Lucky's back, but we're still waiting for Fortune Cookery. Well, there you go, guys. That's all the food at Lucky Fortune Cookery. I have to say that I was both surprised but not surprised. I mean, I was expecting, I had a pretty good idea that I was going to like the food here at Lucky Fortune Cookery because I've always loved what they served at Lucky Fortune, before and after. But I was not disappointed by any of the things that were served. Some were better than others, obviously, but it was all very good. Well, I should take that back. I didn't like the lychee tea. But, you know, I can be forgiven for one thing. But I was not disappointed. I'll say that. I was not disappointed at all by the food here today. And I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of this area develops. You know, the food coming up at Pacific Wharf, Cocina, being able to meet Hero and Baymax. I love, guys, I don't know how to tell you, I'm not a big fan of the Big Hero 6 movie as a story, but I love Baymax as a character, as a being, as an entity. He is one of the sweetest, nicest. I aspire to be Baymax-like. I don't always get there, but I wish I could be just like Baymax. So that's why I'm looking forward to this, all this and more. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Follow us on Instagram at _FreshBaked, on Twitter at FreshBakedDisney, that's Fresh.E, and on TikTok at FreshBakedDisney. And if you like our show and want to show your support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/FreshBaked. Otherwise, thanks again for watching, everybody. We love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh Baked.